might be their answer into this one, because it did feel like that was also a bit of a problem. That is Jinx just immediately locked in.
Now
the gate.
You can take away the Sejuani. This is going to give Keria the opportunity to lock this one up right now. We'll go into the Ornn because he doesn't want to get banned away.
That is certainly looking a little bit like a Zeus. Zeus special will be K'Sante in the end.
Yeah, so wanting to bulk out the front line a bit here, although I think Life have better tools for it. You know, I feel like in a lot of minds, Rek'Sai would make sense here, but they are lacking AP damage. Gwen is good into K'Sante. It was picked as that old school counter and would stack up well with the Sejuani, so they will lock that in. A lot of power to cut through these tanks, and also it means you're not dealing with a full armor K'Sante and Ornn, which I think is very important.
My fear for T1 in this competition, I think on paper, you just remove the right side of your screen and you look at only a T1 strap.
We'll move up as 3. Try and answer this as Peanut pokes his head in. That is a decent searing charge, but Arctic Assault gets Peanut out of there, but now won't have that Q available. That will be the Drake going over to T1. First Mountain collected here for a composition with 2 tanks. That is scary as Needlework has come out here. Doran fighting against the K'Sante and will be able to stay alive with that extra healing from the ultimate.
Yeah, that's where really the pick starts to come online.
As Delight.
Nice Bellows breath there from Keria, pretty perfect. As Emperor's Divide is just going to push Zeka back, is what we're approaching.
There was a question mark ping on the tri-brush. I think Zeus is aware this could be a possibility.
Peanut, I believe, has slinked towards the north of this lane right now.
They just want Zeus to commit to a trade. Burn some mobility aggressively.
Oh, there's the hook, and Delight throws out the lantern there as well. I don't think they'll require it as Zeus looks to try and charge up that dash. Just amazing. The ulti's going to go wide as well. The all-out to bring Zeus out of there, and he didn't even need Owner's help.
You know, compared to our last two, not so much the bloody, as we will have the comms here. But look, the box is committed here from Delight, gets the dash away, and then everything avoided, including the ultimate, which is the most critical part of this. And they see Roman here, they're like, we gotta get out. No chance. You hear the crowd as well.
No idea from mid. So let's see what Delight can actually get done here. Chain not quite going to connect, but there is the ram. It's going to get called, gets a knock-up only on to Delight right now, but as Owner goes down so incredibly low, Super Mega Death Rocket coming in, Dawning Shadow to try and keep them alive, and Doran is just dashing around with reckless abandon. The Drake goes to Harmful Life, and they manage to pick up Zeus. Emperor's Divide used just to get them the heck out of there. As Ox, what are you doing, mate? Peanut does move his way in, but Owner able to get himself out of there, and will be just fine. Peanut gonna stop him one more time, as this is getting a little bit rough now. Zeka moving on over. There's the ulti. It does come on through. They dive on in. Emperor's Divide going to be avoided here by the Yone. But in comes Gumayushi. Over the wall goes Peanut, but he's once again met with another T1 member, and they are routed where they stand.
I mean, you want to move and try and follow up. Zeka does have TP.
Yeah, Doran has made it in. There is the teleport for the Yone. Zeus off on an angle, has a Mega Blast Cone to get himself into that front line exactly where he wants to be. Death Sentence goes wide, and now Doran into the mist has been a bit immune, but Gumayushi, he's not. The Yone dives on top of him. Super Mega Death Rocket, it is yet another fight. Started off with a Jinx getting excited as Owner not able to get his own reset. Great hook, but it's onto Zeus. That's not a priority target. That movement speed for Viper is now wearing off. Oh, that Q, but it's a great catch from Delight, and Peanut's gonna lock down that kill. Now Gumayushi running for the hills, great cleanse, but it's not gonna dodge a rocket. That is going to go into the back of his head, and T1 once again going to lose out on the fight. Good flash from Faker, but game one taught us anything. It's just expect the unexpected. Zeus going to dive out of the brush, and Zeka seems like he's just not too worried about the whole situation. They could possibly just create that edge. That might be throwing Shelly down here towards this top side, as Zeus deals with the minion wave really nicely. The ulti is buffered, and it's thrown out by Zeus as well.
So moving over to capitalize, so now with his pressure at the top of the jungle.
Yeah, Gumayushi actually sticking around for a little bit longer than he needs to, as the Permafrost and Super Mega Death Rocket to give the kill to Viper.
This is a wild attempt, but it's going down fast.
Yep. The control ward in the back of the pit is going to be taken down, but it does give Life Esports full information. Hook now going to come on through. Flame Chompers go down. They do manage to secure the Baron, but can they find the fight as they split the Red Sea? As in goes the Yone, finds absolutely no one. Double knock up from Keria is fantastic, and they're on top of Viper in an instant. Double kill for Faker, and this is on top of the Baron they've already taken. Life Esports just caught napping.
Hard commit, and his ultimate, as you mentioned, parts the blue sea here essentially.
Yeah, sorry, blue sea. It was red on. I mean,
they're red colored jerseys.
It ended up being a double smite there. Keria had the summoner spell, so there was no chance of Peanut stealing.
Yeah.
They had complete confidence the 50-50 wasn't going to come through.
And the horn that comes through the call, the Forge God completely denies the right side of the fight as Faker follows up with the Emperor's Divide. A beautiful Baron take for T1.
Yeah, they do have the teleport, so there's at least that. He can teleport onto the ward or something like that. They get a nice knock up onto Doran, but he's just barely inside the mist. They do get the Glacial Prisoners. Keria may have stepped too far forward. That is a lot of CC, but he just baited them in. And then the Ram comes down. Viper trying to dodge, but he's going to get thrown back into the waiting arms of T1. It's more kills for the god of the mid lane, and T1, they're looking to take more.
Yeah, and frankly, after the beginning of game one, is Zeka here not going to get anything done with this?
Yeah, Doran, he's inside his mist, and he will be out. Yeah, it's not, completely game-breaking. The Ram is going to come on down. Doran, even hit by that one, does have to put down the mist to make sure that he survives. As Keria once again just soaking every button he can find. Peanut's ultimate now on cooldown. In a turret on the bottom side of the map. Hook is actually going to connect, but Zeus just does not care about it. They've got two tanks that can eat CC.
Diego, he just is going to get instantly popped. The fact that Faker can sit back here with Emperor's Divide and Flash is so horrifying.
Another hook this time, it's onto Faker. He finds the playback as well, but the
Zeka's not here. He's going to have to teleport in very likely. He doesn't have a ton of time.
Yep, they do have information that this is going down. Mega Scryer is going to come on in there. Keria doesn't have the smite available as Control Ward will go down. Ornhorn sounds here as they look for the turn. Knockup is going to land, but it's onto Zeka. It's not Viper this time, but they have now split up Life Esports. Haven't quite been able to find the engagers. Doran, not exactly an optimal target, as he does get into his mist.
I see a really big wave actually stacked up in the bot lane that Life Esports just aren't dealing with while they're waiting over here. The waves are in favor of T1. Viper actually backed, so...
He did. I wonder what he was actually going back for. As the Super Mega Death Rocket comes on in, it just sails over the top of the Baron.
They can obviously pull them towards...
Oh, that's a little bit scary, although it was there. So he's not too worried about it. T1 all grouped up once again as the Ram not actually going to connect. Keria does have teleport, can join this fight at a moment's notice. As T1, they have got this Baron down extraordinarily low. I think it's actually going to be taken this time. Never mind. They are going to turn the big teleport as Emperor's Divide. Going to be flashed out of the ulti, avoided once again. As Zeka also gets himself out of trouble. Doran going golden, but he is so incredibly low and will be taken out. The hook comes in and there is another Ram to come down. Peanut flashing away, and this time the Searing Charge is not going to do it. But Delight is not going to be... Oh, look at the double knockup. It's gigantic from Zeka, who once again drifts away from the fight.
Viper lives.
Oh, Peanut possibly engaged on here as Jonas Strong is giving us the full zoom. That is massive. The snare is Zeka going to be taken out at the same time as the Baron. Gumayushi with the fancy moves.
Could just be doubling him for T1 before Zeka's even back up.
Whoa, Doran not immune. I can confirm, taking a lot of damage here from Faker with that Leandri's Anguish. And T1 gonna take their first Nexus turret. That was dead in a blink of an eye.
His day here, it hasn't been his game.
Yep, there's the Ram once again. It is the ulti from Peanut, but not able to interrupt the call of the Forge God. Now Doran doing a lot of work with his scissors as Peanut able to get back, but that's not a reset for Viper. Just barely not able to get it done, and the Yone falls down. It's onto the locks, that one up, and now it's his turn to pop up in the fight. Faker finds a triple just immediately, and T1 moved to match point.
나 2호다. 보자. 2호.
세주 아래 온다. 하긴. 그냥 먹을게 우리. 그냥 큐삼 주지. 큐삼
3초만 먹어 3초 먹어.
쌍각 봐도 돼. 쌍각 봐도 돼. 보자. 보자.
세주도 끝낼만한 거 믿어.
끝내자. 지금 스펠이야.
싹다 높여. 싹다 높여 얘네.
야 우자 와봐. 깔게.
타워 차이 타워.
타워 쳐.
야, 잠깐만 안 해.
세주.
야, 세주 잡았어. 기다려봐.
빨리 좀 와봐.
세주 천천히. 천천히 해봐.
앞라인 볼게 앞라인.
괜찮아.
요네.
좋아.
나 봐줘.
나 좋아.
더블. 나이스.
야, 펜타.
펜타.
펜타 아니야.